This is our second yes or no article. The topic is, should schools give summer homework? You should have two documents in front of you. First, you should have the article yes or no, should schools give summer homework? The second document you should have is the yes or no arguments graphic organizer. The directions are, listen to the article on the topic and follow the directions to fill in this graphic organizer. You will be gathering information to write a short essay on the topic, and you will be graded on your completion of this worksheet. Yes or no, should schools give summer homework? I will begin reading, should schools give summer homework? This first paragraph introduces the reader to the topic. You should be following along. Once we are done reading the first paragraph, you should fill in your graphic organizer where it says background information. It looks like this. This is where you will fill in your background information, right in this area. I will begin reading the article, so please follow along. If you need to stop at any time, just press pause. You can go back and listen to it again if you need to. Work at your own pace and make sure you follow along and take notes. Here I go. Should schools give summer homework? The school calendar as we know it, with a long break during the summer, came about more than a century ago, when most Americans lived on farms and young people were needed during the summer for work in the fields. Today, fewer than 2% of Americans live on farms or ranches, but students still enjoy summers off. More school systems, however, have begun doling out homework over summer vacation. Students may get reading lists, math problems, book reports, and even test prep to work on. As the summer assignments in many districts have grown, so has the debate about whether they are worthwhile. Here are opposing views from two education experts. Pause this video, take your graphic organizer, and fill in any important background information that I read in this first paragraph. The first argument is yes, schools should give summer homework. Here I go. Yes, children learn best when instruction is continuous. The long summer vacation disrupts the rhythm of learning, leads to forgetting, and requires time be spent reviewing old material when students return to school in the fall. Please pause this video and on the yes column, fill in any important information or write down a specific quote that supports the argument yes, schools should give summer homework. Studies show that on average, achievement test scores decline between spring and fall. The so-called summer slump and the loss is more pronounced for math than reading. All students, regardless of economic status, show roughly equal amounts of decline in math skills over the summer, but substantial differences are found when it comes to reading. While middle-class children either maintain or improve their reading during the summer, poor children lose ground. Please pause this video and write down any notes or important quotations from this paragraph that support yes, schools should give summer homework. The long summer break can also have negative consequences for children with special educational needs, and it can be an extra burden for children who don't speak English at home. For them, it is not simply a matter of relearning academic material. In many cases, they also must reacquaint themselves with the language of instruction. Please take a moment and write down any important information or an important quote from this paragraph that supports why schools should give summer homework. Please turn to the next page as I begin reading the next paragraph. With all the testing pressures that educators face, the amount of summer homework has increased. These assignments can vary from giving students a head start in reading books they'll cover in next year's English class, to having them read chapters of a textbook they'll be tested on when they return to school. I don't know of any studies that have directly examined whether students who get summer homework do better in school the next school year. but research has shown that summer school can be highly effective, and summer homework might be considered a low dose of summer school. Please pause the video and write down any important information that supports why schools should give summer homework, and make sure you pick a quotation that supports that argument from the paragraphs that we have read. Summer homework can have a positive effect on students' achievement, but as important as it is to keep academics fresh, homework shouldn't be allowed to crowd out other summer activities. Summer is an important time to practice social, artistic, and physical skills. It is also a good time to learn that academic skills contribute to fun outside school. Written by Harris Cooper, Professor of Psychology, Duke University. Take a moment and review your graphic organizer. Make sure you have it filled in completely. If you need to, you can go back and replay the yes argument and fill in anything that you are missing. The next argument we will read is no. Schools should not give summer homework. Here I go. No, summer homework sounds like a good idea until you see how miserable a child looks as he slogs through the pile of book reports, math packets, and journal entries. The summer workload has grown significantly in recent years. But a little hard work never hurt anyone, right? Well, in this case, it might. Schools should rethink summer homework, and not just because it stresses out students and parents. The truth is, homework doesn't accomplish what we assume it does. Research shows there's only a moderate correlation between homework and standardized test scores or long-term achievement in middle school. And research indicates that even in high school, too much homework can be counterproductive. Please take a moment and stop the video. On the no side of your graphic organizer, fill in any important information that we read in the first two paragraphs, and make sure you quote and take any important quotes that are mentioned and write those down on your graphic organizer. Some studies claim that students lose skills if they don't practice them over the summer, but if a child can't regain his grasp of fractions with a brief review, maybe those skills weren't taught well enough in the first place. Doing a mountain of math sheets without a teacher's help, and perhaps incorrectly, isn't the answer. But there are a few things summer homework does accomplish effectively. It steals time away from other important aspects of learning, such as play, which helps young people master social skills and teamwork. In addition, writing book reports means fewer hours being physically active, which is essential for good health and weight control, not to mention proper brain development. I am hugely in favor of students reading over the summer, but asking them to plow through a long required reading list turns an activity that should be fun into a dreaded chore. Please stop the video and write down any important information that supports the no argument. Also take any quotes that are in these paragraphs that are important, that support the no argument, and write those down. Perhaps worst of all, summer homework affects how students feel about learning in school. Summer is a critical time for them to relax and pursue their interests. Nobody wants to spend that time with a long to-do list hanging over them. Do we want our children to start the year refreshed and ready to learn, or burned out and resentful? It is something every teacher should carefully consider. Nancy Kalish co-authored The Case Against Homework. Please finish up your graphic organizer and fill out and include any notes or important quotations from this paragraph that support the no argument. If you need to, you can go back and re-listen to any part of this video, but make sure you have good notes so you can write a great response essay